This is Igbo Area
Nwodo dissolves Ohaneze's branch in Ghana, bemoans factions in Ohaneze. Worried with the increasing factions in the various branches of the Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization, the President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide, Nwodo has dissolved all Ohaneze branches in Ghana and London. While speaking at Ghana in Jikoka local government area of Anambra State during the celebration of this year's New Yam Festival organized by President of Igbo World Assembly, Dr. Nwachukwu Anakwenze, Nwodo said it would appear that the great and admirable intelligence for which Igbo were known was gradually overwhelming them, wondering why the people should not plan and work together wherever they live. He said he's just returned in Ghana where he dissolved the two factions of Ohaneze along with the two Presidents General and two traditional rulers, and they are making arrangement on when to go and conduct proper election for them in that country. He said there are about 1 million Igbo in Ghana, and he asked the country's Minister of Interior not to recognize any of the factions. Even in London, they said they have faction and they have also dissolved them pending when they will unite to form a united Ohaneze in that branch. He said Lagos also had a similar problem, but they have resolved the problem. He said it will appear that the intelligence of our people is overwhelming us, such that many of our people no longer reason properly. Our people should know that we are facing a very difficult challenge in Nigeria, and my appeal to all Igbo is to be very vigilant to be able to surmount the problem we are faced with. He said, let us not allow disaster to befall our race in our generation. I believe that we are equal to the task before us, and I am optimistic that we shall overcome. Now here is the latest on Sowore's arrest. Ohanaeze youths reveal they know the true sponsor of the Revolution Now movement, advises Buhari. The Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization Ohaneze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide has reacted to the arrest and detention of the publisher of the Sahara reporters, Omoyele Sowore. Ohaneze claimed that the protest was being sponsored by influential politicians in the country to bring civil disobedience and disturbance. Of course, we already know that Sowore, who was during the 2019 presidential election, the presidential flag bearer of the African Action Congress, ASC. You know, he called for a protest which he described was against a bad governance. And that protest was tagged Revolution Now. It was planned to start on Monday, August 5th, 2019. However, prior to that day, he was arrested by the DSS, and the DSS confirmed that he is in their custody. The leader of the Igbo youth organization, Ohaneze Youths, Maazị Okechukwu Isuguzoro, said Ohaneze Ndigbo Youth Worldwide observed the utterances of the major political actors in the country in the past few days and have reached a conclusion that there is a possibility of a political trap and conspiracy set out to derail his government or bring the presidency into negotiation with the opposition by possibly getting his presidential approval to proceed and convoke a national dialogue for all ethnic nationalities in the country or implement the 2004 report of the National Compact. They advised against the arrest of Sowore, saying it could do more damage. According to them, Sowore will be made a hero if he continues to be in detention, as such protest is what is aimed to attract the sympathy of the international community and discredit President Muhammadu Buhari's second tenure. So you see what Ohaneze is saying. The Ohaneze youths said the protest is a trap, and Buhari should not fall for that trap. That the continued detention of Sowore is not a wise decision, that it will do the harm rather than good. The State Security Service has given reason why it took Omoyele Sowore into custody. According to them, he was planning a revolution in Nigeria. However, the SSS spokesman, Mr. Afunanya, could not say whether they had any credible intelligence that confirmed Mr. Sowore has the capacity to execute the takeover of government in Nigeria. But they said the secret police were aware that Sowore has been in touch with foreign actors to destabilize Nigeria. Of course, you know, the foreign actors they meant here, many are feeling that it's Nnamdi Kanu. It was evident Sowore went to meet Nnamdi Kanu, though we are still waiting for the SSS to say who the foreign actors are. So I was reading through a post. Somebody said if he had not met with Nnamdi Kanu, they wouldn't have taken his protest serious. We'd like to know what you think. That's what some people are feeling. Remember, SSS is also DSS. They are the same people. So, based on what this SSS man is saying, they said he meeting with some foreign actors to destabilize Nigeria. They said, according to them, the police had deemed the planned protest as an act of terrorism and threatened a clampdown on participants. Is Osita Iheme's meme used by Fenty Beauty and 50 Cent a win for Nollywood? Osita Iheme is a popular actor across Africa, but after Fenty Beauty tweeted a meme of him, he has gone global. The Nigerian actor, known by many as Pawpaw, has earned new audiences with his meme going viral on Twitter and across other social media platforms. Osita Iheme is known as the short guy that plays pranks on adults. He, however, doesn't do it alone. Alongside Chinedu Ikedieze, the duo became popular Nollywood actors known for their comedy and acting. The first breakthrough was in 2007 with the movie Ake N'Ukwa. The duo became popularly known as Ake and Pawpaw. They are not children, although that was a role they played for a long time in Nollywood films. Now in 2019, Pawpaw is making rounds on the internet, this time as a meme which has gone viral, shared to retweeted and reposted millions of times. Pawpaw resurfaced on social media, most particularly on Twitter, when Nigerians began using clips from his Nollywood videos. It was Rihanna's use of one of the videos as a meme that gave Iheme a far larger global recognition than he had ever gotten. Fenty Beauty, Rihanna's company, used the meme in one of his posts. The meme got 75.9 million views. For some, this was a global achievement. For others, it raised more important questions surrounding the representation of Iheme, whom they believed could further spur his career with the renewed attention. Curtis Jackson, also known as 50 Cent, was not left behind in using Pawpaw as a meme. The executive producer of television series Power was another American celebrity whose use of Pawpaw's meme went viral. The two actors, favorite across the continent for many millennials, represent childhood memories. The film industry on the continent could benefit from Netflix's plan to invest in original African content. According to QZ Africa, Eric Bamak, Netflix Vice President of International Original, said the company is in the process of looking at opportunities in Africa and will definitely commission series from Africa in 2019. Netflix purchased rights to Lionheart, its first original Nigerian film, in September 2018. From Nollywood to the global stage via social media, have Pawpaw memes contributed in any way to informing more people about Nollywood? Probably yes. While no statistics can be pulled out to prove it, there's no doubt that the curiosity of many people across the world would make them search for the young boy whom many do not know is actually a grown man. Nollywood has for a long time been criticized for its low-budget films, poor production, and with storylines. While New Nollywood has emerged with better productions, many still criticize the quality of stories told. There's a lack of rigor in research, with many following the formula of comedy where nothing extraordinary is done aside overacting. Nollywood, with its flaws, continues to remain the biggest film industry on the continent, maybe in quantity but not yet in quality. What is evident is there is an undeniable acting talent and there is latent potential for Nollywood to grow its reach across the continent and Africa. An Anambra pastor, Ejike Nwachukwu, has rejected 4 million naira and a sports utility vehicle offered him by two suspected internet fraudsters in exchange for prayers. The suspected fraudsters had met him in his office to pray for the success of a deal they were to engage in. When the pastor, a lawyer, studied them, he had to ask them of their source of income. Narrating their experience, the cleric said two young men came to his office the other day with 2 million naira cash. They said it was seed offering and that they had a business they were looking forward to God to bless soon and that the money was seed offering. He said he looked at the two young boys with 2 million naira. He asked them what business were they expecting, and they said it was a deal and that they would bring more money to him once the deal paid off. He said they also promised to buy him an SUV. He said while he prayed to God, God revealed to him that it was an internet fraud and told him so, and they confirmed it was true. He said he walked them out of his office, but one returned with an extra 2 million naira in the hope that if the money was much, he would accept it, but he sent them out. Nwachukwu described those who indulge in internet fraud as worse than armed robbers. He advised pastors not to pray for or accept offerings from such people. He condemned what he called a growing trend of youths going into internet fraud in order to make quick money. Nwachukwu added that there's a growing trend of fraudsters visiting pastors for prayers in order for them to succeed in their plots. If you're a Yahoo boy, you are a thief, and there is no difference between you and an armed robber, the pastor said. Wow, this is so amazing. It's hard these days for people to reject money. There are so many con men that are coming in the name of religion to dupe people. But this pastor is so wise. He knows his calling and he has a conscience towards God. He quickly told them that they entered the wrong place. Some of these people who claim men of God will accept such money. But this man told them this is not the right place to be. Because he realized that came from a dubious means. We all know what is Yahoo boys. When they say somebody is doing Yahoo business, you all know what it means. A person is into fraud, maybe internet fraud, deceiving people. So we are so grateful to hear this, that the pastor could summon the courage to reject money that has been gotten by dubious means. We thank God for this. This is so nice. This is so nice. Thanks for watching Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click the bell icon. Like our Facebook page. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Bye for now.